Well, sorry. Yep. So the number should be displayed. The phone number. Well, it's this phone. So it's very good. Hello. It's very good. Hello. It's very good. Hello. Oh, so it's 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761. Very good. Hello. Oh, sound is bad? Oh no. Sounds bad. Wait, let me hear it from. Oh, sound is bad? Oh no. Sounds bad. Wait, let me hear it from. Yeah, I mean, I just played it on my phone. I don't know if it might be your computer, but maybe at least hear me. I don't know. It's 5 people. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. Trying to make sure it's not on Do Not Disturb. Okay, just open line. Whoa, what's going on? Wait. don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I just didn't, can, you can, I don't know. Yeah. It's, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a filter. Um, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, it almost looks like there's it's like in another room. It's just kind of a, yeah, this is a filter. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone's calling, but, um, has anyone seen the, 3.5 hour catch? Also, so, alright. Whoa, what? Nah, I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. I don't know. I feel horrible. But yeah, I mean, it's a long catch though. It's like, it's, yeah, I mean, literally from, the, when we first started, I don't know how to use this thing. When we first started the interview, I think it was around like 5 p.m. or something, and it was literally, it exhausted all of our equipment, and literally to the end of the day, like a half an hour before I went to sleep, that was how long the catch was. It was just like that was kind of after editing, but the interview had to be like, I think like the full thing would probably be like 4.5 hours or something like that, maybe 5 hours, and yeah, it was just like, it was like all day. And the thing is, if you see the part when we're kind of being kicked out, um of his yard, he actually, like, I was actually at 3% battery on my phone, so had he not kicked us out, we would have we would have still been there. I mean, we would have, and we would have lost, and we would have not been able to film. So it's just like, I don't know. It's literally like, the entire day, the entire, like, phone battery, everything. It was like, yeah, it's tiring. It just like went in circles, like when, man, I want to call the phone. Yeah, you said some alien thing. You said some alien comment. It was. Is that like an alien? Is that an alien? I just don't know. I'm not. Just I'm not really. I don't know if that's like. Oh, so Emperor Palestine. Yeah, just not a. No. Yeah, that's almost in America. Well. Um. Yeah. So the Predator. Okay. So actually, that's a good question. The Predator at night, right after the call. So I was literally on my way back from where I was to my home, and on the way there was there was retaliatory texts. I have it on a screenshot. I think I'll figure out a way to get it out there. But he said he wanted us to die from COVID, all this crazy shit. Like, you know, but once pretty much it was the end of the day, there was no kind of contact after. I think probably what happened was he probably called his lawyer about what was going on. Oh, wait, I don't want to say anything about that, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, it just seemed like we just gathered a massive amount of evidence from that catch where, yeah, there's no contact from any other day, but, you know, man, if I was a lawyer and I had to, like, it was 30 gigabytes of evidence, and we sent to the police, and yeah, so it was over 30 gigs to the police, and it was like the actual thing it included before after, so I had to get like a special hard drive, a flash drive for it. Um, yeah, trying to make sure I don't say like the wrong thing 'cause it's alive. Uh, I don't know. Okay, please hold, please. Oh, I can't. Yeah, so um, here's the only thing I can say about the police is I mean they did a great job, but I kind of want to say that this is a disclaimer that yeah, no, the background's supposed to be fuzzy. It's supposed to be fuzzy. It's a filter. Um, I don't know. It's just a filter. Um, but so all I can say is just a massive amount of evidence was submitted, and the police really really seemed to care about what was going on, and we just really respected their role. Basically, it's kind of just all we effectively did at that point was submit a tip, but it was a very big tip, I guess. It would be like a 30 gigabytes and 5 hour of interviewing tip, but at the same time, all the information is in the right hands, and we actually know like everything there is to know about the predator, uh, and yeah. So basically, that's it. Is we know everything we need to know, and everything that can be done is being done. I'm always kind of following up with certain things to make sure you know things are happening. I guess I don't know. I can't really say anything more, but um, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like everything that can be done is being done. It just takes a long time. I was explained that it takes. It's not like you just get arrested or whatever. It goes to um, it goes to like it's so weird. Like it would take like a long time, and then it's like it takes an arraignment hearing. I'm just like learning about the process of that, but um, it's like this long process, which is it doesn't make sense why it is. Like, why is it such a long process? I call in, but I'm recording this verse, writing a song. Okay. Um, don't know if I have a response to that. Got a call. I got a call. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
It's Reddit.
It's who?
Reddit.
Oh, there's Reddit. There's Reddit. Oh, okay. Okay. I think it said Reddit. It's like, all right. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, how was it? I don't understand what that means.
So, what did you think of that advice? Like, maybe cutting it down to like maybe an hour tops.
I mean, what I'm gonna do is like, if it's crazy long, I'm gonna put it into parts. But like, I kind of just wanted to, because like you kind of see like on the internet, there's a lot of like very long technical interviews, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of for that purpose. But like maybe I could think of a way to do that, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna put it out in parts though. I could kind of put it in other ways though. Like,
yeah. Yeah, you should. You should. And because essentially, like I was talking about it on my stream the other day. I was saying how the big like it's okay, like it's like the big like your catch could be like 4 hours long. That's for you to keep and use for evidence. And like for YouTube, if you want to, attract more people, then yeah, you might want to cut it down to say like a more manageable hour, maybe half hour.
Yeah, yeah. I think like I'm gonna put it out in like different forms. Like maybe there could be like a shorter version, and then, but it's kind of like I kind of do want to kind of put the long one up there alongside it because it's kind of just some people would want to see like a long like technical interview. So it's kind of like I'm thinking I'm gonna have a short version, a long version. That's like what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah, but if that's gonna, you should maybe, I don't know, maybe a members put the long version on there.
Well, I mean, it's not gonna be no members. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna like monetize the channel or anything. I think does that like have to do with money or I don't know.
Oh, you're not gonna monetize it?
No. There's no like way to like be a member, Patreon, any of that. Like, no.
Hey, to each his own.
Yep.
No, or maybe like I don't know, maybe like do it on different forums. Maybe if you have different social media, different.
Yeah.
Maybe put one on each.
Yeah, that's kind of what I could do. I just gotta figure out like what works, what doesn't. It's just like trial and error, I guess.
Right. Because then you keep coughing. It sounds like you're coughing.
Wait, what's that?
Sounds like you're coughing.
Yeah, just my throat's dry.
Oh, all right, cool.
I don't know. But yeah, so so like, did you see the long catch?
Did I see it?
Yeah, or I don't know if you said like it was like too long or
I tried watching it and then I stopped. And then I just tried watching it again like maybe yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, I think like YouTube like
I gotta watch
pauses
it in intervals.
Yeah, like YouTube like pauses you
like
where you were leaving off. Yeah.
Do I remember where I left off?
No, I mean like YouTube has this thing because when I watched it, it was like it kind of like YouTube has this feature where like let's say you watch like 20 minutes. When you watch the video, it doesn't start from the beginning; it starts like at 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's just a.
No, yeah, that's happened.
Yeah,
that's happened. Yeah, plenty of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it did that. It picked up where I just check out and do something else, and then I think I came back to it like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is like
it picked up where I left off.
Yeah, it's kind of worked for me too. What I'm thinking of doing is it'll be like the interview part, like where it's on the scene, and then the one at his house, and then it'll be the third one I think where I'm talking to him in my car, and then the fourth one at the other place, like where it's like I'm on the phone for like 2 hours. That's kind of how it's gonna be.
Right.
That's the plan right now, but yeah, I got to figure out a way to show on that one.
Right. And aside from this, do you have any videos dropping this week or anything?
Yeah, I'm editing the third catch. But I mean, it's kind of like a lot of it's just audio. Um, but actually, the thing is, at the end, but it kind of you will see the guy later on, but obviously negative note right now. But uh, the thing is, like, I actually made a. That's when I started like bending my own rules in terms of like doing this in a, like a safe way. I kind of always said like I would never go alone, and I went alone on the catch, and I actually talked to the predator in the car for a while, and it was a bad move because I was like, because it turned into a typhoon, like a crazy storm, so I was gonna kind of like send him the information or whatever. It didn't go, but yeah, I mean, I saw the Courtney Elizabeth sketch, and I saw that's a bad thing. And then the next sketch after that, there was no recording.
Hold on. You you had a you had you you locked yourself in the car with the bread?
No, locked myself in the car. No, but
No, I mean like you had a conversation with him inside the car.
yeah, briefly, yeah.
You recorded this.
No, I didn't record it. I didn't get like oh yeah, I did record it. Yeah, I recorded that. Yeah, but it's blurred
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And that's your third catch you're talking.
Yeah, that's the third one. It's brief though, but yeah. But then I back away and everything. There was like footage lost because it was streaming to like a server because like my phone didn't have the memory. So it's like yeah, it's yeah. But the thing is, like I saw like the catch were like it was like a predator. He just like drove the car when a predator catcher did it. So yeah, definitely not something to do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Courtney busted her knee. Then I don't know. Then all it takes is for the guy to just hit the lock button and then
Gas, yeah. Like,
dash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All it takes is for him to click one button, you're locked in, and all he has to do is just dash out of there, and boom, you're never seen again. So just
yeah, like let's watch like
yeah, be careful with that.
yeah, watch the Predator Poachers Michigan one and that one, and yeah, it's kind of like yeah, there's like two of them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, bro, you don't know what kinds of people are on, man. It's like you don't know what kind of person you're gonna come up against.
Yeah.
But you gotta be cautious.
Yeah, and the next one, the one after that, I was kind of like, it kind of just turned to like a thing where I was like bending my own rules, where I was saying like, all right, I can go because on my own because not like going in his car, but it was kind of in a public place, so there's no like I was kind of so it's kind of like there's no way that anything could happen. If anything, so I kind of started thinking like of these safeguards. It didn't really make sense, and then what happened was um actually like briefly before I go in the car, right? I actually like made up a safeguard. I said it was armed and it wasn't, but like I said in like a calm way, kind of. I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of like I would think of these like dumb safeguards, like you know, and that I kind of feel like other people could fall into that rabbit hole. So like I want to kind of make sure that because like the next sketch after that, like the reason I like went I went alone and everything, and that was a robbery one, and and I said, okay, there's this 911 pole, right? And if you, it's kind of one of those things where like they have a surveillance camera, and it has like a button, and I said, oh, I have that, so I guess I'm good. But the problem is, it doesn't work, and then the surveillance camera turned out to be no good. So it was like the worst case scenario, where, and even that's not a good safeguard. So it's kind of like, you know, I kind of think like pretty guys need to remember to not bend their own rules and everything, because I feel like that could happen with like other people.
Yeah, don't bend your own rules. Like I don't know, you bending your rules could lead to whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to take that risk.
Yeah, always like go with people, do in a calm way, kind of a public place. Beware of weapons, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
all right, bro. I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for having me.
yeah, right. Have a great night.
All right, peace.
Yep. That's 2 people. It's 1:30. It's late. Here review. Yeah, Raspberry. It's pretty good. Short version. Criminals, be safe. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna make a. I think I'm gonna make a chopped up version, but still, it's gonna be like 45 minutes to an hour. It would be in 4 parts. The Steam vouchers. Steam vouchers. Yeah, actually now he's here. If anyone doesn't know Distinct Vouchers, he does a lot of sorry, he has a lot of very interesting videos. He kind of gives some his perspective on certain things, and we had a conversation. He has a very good channel, so look up Distinct Vouchers on YouTube. Oh, you have any new videos coming out? Well, so we just put out the first one, and I'm editing the third one, and basically the fourth one turned into robbery, so there wasn't any recording of it. It's being investigated. um, that's a that's a very good question. That's a very good question because I heard so much about predators being on Discord. I mean, the only thing is I would have to learn how to use Discord. Discord's confusing to me. But I've heard a lot of things about Discord. I've heard things about Discord, TikTok. Think Whisper. Yeah, so I kind of want to see other apps. You're not all right. I'll try to change the effect. Uh, oh. That's what I mean. Yeah. So the only thing about that is, for me, it was the best way to kind of make it anonymous, where we're not we're not we're not kind of putting out we don't feel like we're ruining an investigation if it's like negative doubt and some are blurred. So it's kind of the only reason for that. It's, but yeah, I mean it's kind of just like we're trying to not like post things before conviction, so it's kind of like a compromise thing. I just don't know what else to use. But yeah, yeah, it looks like a sci-fi movie or something, a cartoon. Yep, it's a negative effect. Yeah, and I'm gonna start doing the decoying again on other phones because I got the other phone recovered, and yeah, so we're gonna start doing catches. We're gonna kind of focus on our county because what we're trying to do is we're trying to do mainly is try to put something in place in our county where we could have a system where there could be kind of compliance guidelines and some kind of cooperation with law enforcement so that you know it would kind of be like a system that would be pre-set up if a journalist wanted to do stories on online predators and so that you wouldn't just have these predator catchers doing these catches and then it would just happen and then the DAs would some DAs said they just aren't going to take a case. Some DAs, because it's from a predator catcher, it's not from the police, all kinds of things, and there's always just like a weird fight between kind of the government and predator catchers. So we're trying to put something in place in our county and then kind of use that momentum to influence other counties. So it's kind of the main goal. Hey, do you have any do you have any more videos coming out? Why not call cops before a catch to lessen the tension? Um, well, kinda. That's kind of like essentially, that's kind of like what I'm kind of saying we should do, only generally, where, we would kind of have the system set up before so that it's not just this unlitigated disaster. It's not just this thing that, could go wrong in so many ways. It's like, you know, the way we look at it is, we're journalists, we have the right to do it. There's no question we won't have the right to do it. So why not just have a system where journalists can just disclose it? Yeah, I'm doing a catch, and you're going to be there, and so there'll be no issue. It's like if they're going to be there, it's just like like sometimes like on what would you do? They did things like if they would say they would alert the police before they would do something, in case some guy freaks out. The show What Would You Do by, yeah, I forget who was the interviewer, but it's kind of like that's the thing, where journalists kind of um can kind of have a good relationship with the government, and it's kind of like in this one category that's not true, you know. For example, of a pred once. Oh, yeah, I mean that can be more complicated though because what could happen is Wait, I want to make sure I understand it correctly. Yeah, one, uh, like an arrest doesn't necessarily happen right away. Where you know it's like what could happen even if they're caught doing it is it would take like a really long time, most likely, and then it would be scheduled for an arraignment hearing way later, and then kind of go to court. It's like unless they have like pretty much a like a no standing warrant or something, they don't really get arrested. It's like very rarely they get arrested, and you know yeah. But also, what it is the police. If you tell, like, as of now, if you tell the police that, oh, I'm gonna do a catch, and they tell you where they are, that could actually jeopardize a catch because law enforcement has a kind of the instruction kind of from the higher ups to basically not discourage predator catching, meaning pretty much discourage, like to you know to almost prevent it without preventing it because it's not illegal. So what happened was if you tell them that they're gonna be there, then they might even jeopardize the catch. They might stop it. They might you know yeah. Yeah, I mean, mainly though, our goal is like to just gather as much information as possible. Like again, like literally, the more I was kind of talking to a person at well, one of the people I followed up with about the case was kind of more in the legal sector. Was it takes like wait, is like it's basically all based on how much evidence there is. So even if like you were to be able to um, find out the predator, is still doing stuff like that, you know, but in a legal way, it's basically just like gathering as much information as possible. And it's like if you're kind of calm before, you'll then have like something kind of that would have at that point a role to prevent it. But yeah, so we kind of just I kind of would just gather all the information and then just send it over. When are you working with PDMS again? I'm not. Yeah, so actually, this is one thing. So, like, collaborating or whatever is not our goal. Like, if anything, right now, what we kind of need to do is really kind of take our form, and then we kind of really want to put something in place on the local level and kind of just like get it right on the local level, everything, and then kind of give that momentum to influence other counties. But they're like our goals are just political goals. They're not to go to wherever and then do a catch over there. It's just we have very it's like we want to hit our policy objectives. Like the main one is put a system in place that predator catchers can do this in a legitimate way, and it absolutely can. So that's like whatever kind of happens with that, that's the main goal. So and the second thing is to put in place a system where like a citizen could basically log in kind of an online portal and then do remote decoying where it's kind of like it kind of actually would be like that, like what Steve Vachas was talking about, where you would be able to kind of do the decoying thing, and then the police would just show up to this thing. I don't see a reason why that couldn't happen if you know, um, if like we have them registered with law enforcement. all we have to do is have a solution that would work with law enforcement. That's it. You know, they would register their law enforcement to be a decoy to make sure, they're not, they're 18 and everything. I don't know, whatever it is, but it would be surveilled in a and it would have certain guidelines, and then the police would just show up. And a lot of people would do that voluntarily, but then we can kind of increase the number by, maybe certain incentives in some ways. I don't know, but like I feel like that kind of solution would like scale the issue. So as far as like working with anyone else, like that's not, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's like I wouldn't work with anyone else, but it's just like it's not a goal. I don't know. Problem is, they will try to dispose of their illegal evidence against them. Problem is, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to understand that. Like the predator would throw out evidence if. Oh, you mean? I think like you mean like if they know the cops are coming, they're gonna somehow get rid of the evidence. I mean, if like something like this, it would be recorded on. Oh, yeah, it's just a filter. That's just a filter. Yeah, I mean, I mean, my thing is like nothing really personal against. I don't know him, but like the issue with Ramy sketches is they it's like it's kind of like everything wrong that they warn about predator catching is like they'll do it for like views and everything like that, but mainly making someone do something and then making someone do something and then trying to get information from them. Can't do that. Wait, I'm trying to read. Hold on. Yeah, I mean that's kind of so all that kind of would have to do with um all that would have to do with would be basically like a warrant. So then we would have to maybe put in place a system where like judges can sign a warrant by what's currently being surveilled. But yeah, all these things have to be built in. Yeah, I think if I know how to do that. Well, trying to mod. How do I mod? One. Yeah, I don't know how to do it on here. I usually can like if it's like a YouTube Premiere or something, but I don't know. I don't see a button. I'm not clicking on name. Oh wait, wait, wait. Oh, okay, that's probably why. Uh, yep, there's a go. That's streaming. Well, that's like the is that's that predator catcher in Wisconsin. Okay, so it is. Yeah, some people catch people on Whisper. I think it's like an anonymous app where like someone would post something and then do and then I guess it would turn into a chat or something. But yeah, I heard things about Whisper. It's like sketchy. Oh, have a good day. Yeah, so a mod is that so that what does a mod get you? Like what that's what I mean, one time I think I became a mod and I thought like it was just a YouTube feature or something. It said show and hide. I didn't understand it at all. Like does that mean it just like you can ban people or I don't other than that I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. So like if you're a regular person you can't type a link. Oh yeah. A lot of those. Yeah, I have a question. Have you has anyone ever heard of um like infiltrating Discord, the app Discord? Uh, you know, 'cause I heard a lot of things about it, but like I don't know how you would I don't know how you would initiate a conversation because like how would they know that that you exist? Like I'm not sure. Isn't it like a is it a video game streaming thing or I don't know. I only ban trolls, otherwise I let people say their piece. A lot of mods use it as a tool of power over others. Be very careful with who you mod as your channel grows. Yeah, kind of only want a few mods for that reason, I guess, because like not trying to ban too much, but enough, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. Like, let people say like whatever. Like, if they even if like they have disagreement with something, whatever it is, I think that if anything, we should just be having a conversation about stuff like this. So, you know, like let anyone say whatever they want to say. You know, even if it's whatever it is. Like, you know, yeah. So far, I modded Mr. Peanut Butter, Steen Vaches, probably someone else that I forget. Wait, what do you mean? Minecraft? Yeah, video games. I mean, I don't know how people like play video games for like hours. Like, it's just like I don't know. Like, but like they would go on these I've heard there are predators even in video games, like video game streams or whatever. So I think is that what Discord is? Is Discord just like mainly for uh like video game streaming, or not sure. It's like a behind the scenes chat. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, actually, I think I actually might have thinking of Twitch. Um, yeah, because I saw the Predator Poachers Discord, and it's basically like a chat kind of, but it's yeah, I can see that. But behind the scenes of like, how would a predator be there? It's like, is it would they like join a community? Then like, how do you set up a catch? I don't know. Yeah, so it might be like kind of when it goes from chat logs on a dating site to kind of I guess it would go to Discord. I guess. Yeah, I see that. There's only one person called in. One person called in. Yeah, I'm starting to work on the Surge app. Surge. Um, so but basically it's just been Grinder and Surge been using. But yeah, where's a sketchy at? Like, there's a lot of stuff I heard. Oh, okay, I see that. So like, it would be okay. So I guess like if they play like a video game on one of those ones that like connect other video games together, that's and then there would be like a Discord behind that, and then they would the people would start talking to them. Yeah. So you would like make a decoy account on that. I don't know. Is there like a pictures though? That's just chat. I don't know how that work. Yeah, but I want to see oldie apps like I heard Plenty of Fish and Meet Me, something like that. You know, yeah. I feel like I mean I thought I'm kind of supposed to be tech savvy, but you know I don't know. Like not keep it up. This filter or the negative filter? Possibly both. Possibly. There'll be a different answer to a different filter. Yep. What? Wait, I don't understand this. We live in a society where It is frowned upon to tune into a stream at 3 a.m. with much less subscribers than my own. I don't know. I don't get it. No, I didn't. No. Wait, so like, was that just recent? Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard a lot of stuff about him. Like, yeah, that he was like talking to like girls, I think. Not like kids or whatever, but like he was like saying DMs or whatever. Yeah. But then like I guess he also did he say that like on camera or whatever, or was it like on Instagram? Was it Instagram live like or just I don't know. God, Rise a simp. Wait, I thought simp meant like an NPC or something. I'm confused about simp. Like non-playable character, like a simp. I don't know. He's usually on IG showing off his $100 meals and toys that he spends donos on, and something shirts and clothes. He just has to constantly show off. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's going downhill. Like, here's the thing. I mean, I actually remember like in the beginning, when he was like starting with oh, and what is an NPC? Non-playable character. I thought that's what a simp means. I'll type. Oh, you just did it. So I don't have to type it. That. So it's- yeah, oh yeah. So that's right. Yeah, I mean the thing is like Remy when he first started, he was with Predator Poachers New Jersey or something. And I think I saw the Stinghouse catch. And actually the crazy thing is it was a Stinghouse catch in Massachusetts, that other organization, but um I actually knew the predator. I knew the person that got caught. I'll just say the first name Sean, but I know who that is. Like it was a person I went to high school with. So they caught a person I recognized it and I saw like it was a crazy thing, like a preview on Facebook, but I knew the predator. Like not knew him, but just uh in the same school, but I knew the predator they caught in the Stinghouse. He went to my high school. And you know, yeah. But I mean, early on, I think Rami wasn't like too bad or whatever. I mean, he kind of had, seemed kind of like he had like an interrogation approach or whatever. I mean, it just wasn't too bad. I mean, you know, um, and then it kind of just went downhill. I don't know. Like that's all I can really say. That's what it seems like. Like there was like fighting about contracts, whatever. It's just, yeah. do live in my own world. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because every time they talk about simp, they say like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, yeah. It was a sting house that, yeah. So, it was a sting house like where, yeah, like it was like that sting house sketch, um, where if you saw the preview, it goes like dun 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 dun. I don't know, but yeah, it was like yeah. And it was kind of like early on. That wasn't too long ago. It was like a year ago. Well, I don't know who FM is, but it was yeah, it was with that guy, and it was just that guy and Remy. I don't know if I saw anyone else. I think it was just him and Remy. Yeah, yeah. The crazy thing is, they posted. He lives in Massachusetts, right? He's a Massachusetts person. Like my school, I'm in Massachusetts, and they posted the catch on the New Jersey page and not the Massachusetts page. So a bunch of people in New Jersey knew about him, but not Massachusetts. And I was just like, as it was happening, I was like, posted on the Massachusetts. I don't know. He almost like got away with it. I don't know. It's like so New Jersey knows, but not Massachusetts. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's in New York? Is he like in New York City? Because that's like, well, I mean, we have plans to go in New York City. But yeah, I mean, New York City is crazy. I heard. Um, what catches? Because I mean, it's such a like a populated area that you're gonna get is talking reckless now. How? What's going on over there? There's always something going on. Wait, that's actually kind of what happened in the Connecticut catch. Like, wait, so like they had a feud with someone, and then they split the catch up. Um, like 50-50, is what you're saying? Oh wait, no. I don't know if that's what you mean. Oh, do you mean the one about do you mean the Stinghouse one, or are you talking about FM? This is Bronx. That's pretty much New York City. It's like right there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So so wait, so FM worked with did FM work with Rami, or he was at the Singo sketch? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so you're saying that Remy like said that he like promoted him or whatever and gave him a ride? I mean, what's yeah, what would be the issue with that though? Like though, like I don't get it. Yeah, we're thinking of doing a Stingos thing in the Berkshires where because I think it would be kind of more in a controlled environment if we do it that way. But yeah, that's kind of a major thing. We're gonna try to do like just split the costs up with my associate and do some kind of something like that, like a Stingos. That's like a good way because then it's like a controlled environment. You're not kind of dealing with the public. You know, public finds out something happens, like whatever. Sometimes like anything could happen, and I think that Stingos would be like a lot better. That's why To Catch a Predator made a lot of sense because like you know it's gonna go down to Stingos, you can control what's gonna happen, and then you know rather than a bunch of variables that you can't control. Like yeah, when Rami talks about him, he made him, but Rami likes to make himself out as more than he is. Yeah, I mean, if it's just like YouTube, I mean, essentially, even if someone were to like promote you, whatever, if the people don't like it, it wouldn't gain any traction. So if FM was able to do what he's trying to do and get to where he's at, then there had to be something, you know, like more than anyone promoting you, because like if you just like watch like a commercial, right, and it could be in front of a lot of people, and you know, you're not gonna necessarily be interested in it. So like that's that's it's just irrelevant. Yeah, just think like I don't know what it is. It's like does he just seemed to like get more aggressive later on. Like he started like yelling at some of his associates or whatever, some of the people that was working for him. I remember I saw one thing about he I think he made a point about that he got fired at a job or something, and he was talking like really disrespectful. So I don't know. I just don't know what that could be attributed to. I don't know. It's like anger issues. I'm going. I don't know. If, like yeah, actually, I think I just heard of PP of. Oh wait, no, that's another one. That's Southeast Texas. Fair Butcher, Southeast Texas. Uh, isn't well. Yeah, it's not a crazy one. I think. Where they kind of filmed the guy like talking to the decoy or I guess they were like watching a movie for like a long time, and I was like, when are they gonna come out? And but it was like you would see what a predator would do. Like a predator would, you know, basically be just sitting there with that miner, and they're showing like that's that predator would do. Like that could happen if you're not watching your kids. Like they could come in, like some guy could come in from the internet if kids on the wrong app, and you know there could be like an adult there. It's like crazy. It's like yeah, I saw one of them. They're good. But that's the main point though. Is it's like as much as you can control the environment, that's only gonna work in your favor. exactly. There's been somewhere the pred starts putting hands in the decoy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, because of the hotel thing, whatever. Every time I see like catch a predator or whatever, or anything like that, where the predator gets too close, like I almost like flinch. It's like because I know, yeah, decoying's like I don't know. It's like that weird. That's like where they pretend they hear a noise and then they go to the noise. And then Chris Hansen would pop out and yeah. Oh yeah, actually let's talk about the hotel one. Let's talk about the hotel catch. So here's the thing. So that guy, right? He's outside the hotel. I'm supposed to ask him. Yeah, I'm supposed to ask him two questions. That's it, just two questions. They said, all right, you're kind of maybe like overthinking it, whatever it is, because I was asking a lot of questions. Just ask these two questions. I had a mic right there. Um, so he went in the hotel, right? The predator said he wanted to meet on the bench, right? He wanted to have a conversation on the bench in the lobby. It was right by the elevator, but the predator instead went right to the elevator, like immediately. So then the thing is, the second that happened, or even if I don't know, I mean, even if like if I were to break from the predator at any moment, how would we find the predator? This is like one. It's like one question. It's like if the predator, if I broke from the predator, how would you find the predator? You know, so I don't know. Yeah, but in general though, like I mean, I'm not like saying it was like it was kind of just like a I don't know, kind of a failure on both sides. Because honestly, the safe option would have been to break from the predator, like but at the same time, yeah, it kind of would just be like a lesson learned, you know. But what happened was like it was like it just they like changed the narrative just because of a personal spat later. Like that's I don't know. Did you find him? You find who? Oh yeah, yeah. No, okay. So what I'm saying is, so I was working with another organization in the past, and there was a time when I was a decoy and I kind of went missing. And I mean, it was really just like, you know, failing on both sides. It's whatever. But uh, it's kind of like we're supposed to meet the predator in the lobby. Um, I was a lab decoy, and instead the predator like meth power walked into the elevator, like, and then up the room, whatever. And then I talked to the predator um, for a while in his room, and I was kind of waiting. I was kind of looking for, um, you know, that other guy. But you know, yeah, it was like it's kind of like I thought I was like waiting for like a signal or something. But then there would be no way that they would know his room. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that if I had broke from the actually, like I'll link the video. I'll link the video. I can put a link. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, like the safe option would be to not talk to the predator in the hotel room. But if I did that, then how would the person I was working with, how would we find the predator if we didn't? So what happened was the other predator catcher ended up finding me, and I kind of made it sound like I was hearing something, and then I opened the door, being like, "What's going on?" But really, I guess I'm thinking that's my signal to, you know, like for when to catch predator, where if someone heard like a noise or whatever, and then the decoy would go in like one room, and then Chris Hansen would come out. So it's kind of like that. Uh, that's what I thought it was. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, if I had just like broke from the predator and went outside the hotel, whatever, then uh, there would be no there would be no catch. There just would not be a catch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I only bought like three people. I don't want too many people. I don't know. Jadakiss, Jadakiss, or trying to pronounce that. All right. Yeah, apparently I can't mod people if I'm on StreamYard. That's what someone said. Yeah. So the number, it does say it's calling. The phone's right here. You can also call in. That's 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761. So yeah. Well, I just started my decoy phone. Um, not tonight, but I just started using the decoy phone and everything. Uh, yeah. Oh, well, that's good. Did you see any catches? Did you see the 3.5 hour catch where it's like negative or like blue? Yeah, so the reason for that is it's basically the closest we can get to making it so that it wouldn't hurt. We don't feel it would hurt uh, like any potential investigation or anything like that, because you know I've heard arguments where if you just kind of post a catch, it kind of makes things complicated. just if you use regular footage, that either you should post after a conviction or before we're going to post just after conviction because we just didn't want to hurt any potential investigation because we just want to make sure they're got. But oh yeah, it's a big thing. Like sometimes I heard defense attorneys can get like certain evidence suppressed, and then even if they're confessing on tape, you know, it won't matter. It'll be dismissed. Yeah, so it's kind of like we're just kind of playing it safe. So I thought a good compromise would be, negative it out. I'll blur certain things. Yeah, yeah. Once there's a conviction, and once I don't feel I'm in any way uh obstructing, any kind of investigation or hurting investigation in any way, it'll be unblurred. So that's the thing. It will be unblurred after conviction. Or if let's say let's say it's just like they just totally should have charged the person, right? They should have, but they didn't. Then or some DAs will actually say we're just not going to take cases from a predator catcher. So our response would be okay. So we're going to post it as is because they wouldn't be able to argue that we're hurting a criminal investigation because they're telling us that they're not going to do one. So if they say that they're not going to take, like some DAs have been outspoken, they say that we're not going to take any case from a predator catcher, you know, we wouldn't blur in that case because they're telling us that there will not be an investigation, there won't be charges, so that's crazy. But so unless there's just like, unless basically as long as we think that, you know, like it's being handled, it's being dealt with by law enforcement, where they're kind of like doing something, they're working on something, we're gonna kind of play safe and kind of do it that way just to not mess things up or jeopardize anything, you know, and yeah. But then if that's not the case, then there's nothing to jeopardize. So yeah, yeah. I mean, but I mean, there is like I think there is precedent of like of certain information that should be confidential because basically what it is let's say like let's say there were like it's like let's say it was like the FBI or let's say it was a police, like they don't post or stream their evidence, be like, hey, we got this evidence, they conceal it, they make things confidential to a certain extent. So I mean it has to be for a reason. So it's kind of like I could see how releasing just information could jeopardize it, but also, yeah, I mean, lawyers like like one lawyer I saw on I think it was like a segment on it was about like I think Justin Payne, and the lawyer said that Justin Payne could get charged for luring. Like luring what? Luring is a verb. Luring is not like just the verb luring. That's not a crime. Like he said that it was illegal for him to lure and say that he's something that someone that he's not. How? Like so these lawyers they come up with everything. I mean, pretty much all arguments I've ever heard from the DAs and all that, they're horrible. They're horrible arguments against predator catching. Like also the craziest thing is they say that they're trying to stop vigilantism, right? That's what a lot of them will say. They'll think that they'll call it um they'll call it vigilantism, right? But anytime actual vigilantism has ever happened in history, it's always been it's always been uh when there's no rule of law. So it's like it's kind of like the reason why you shouldn't have no government, because then something else will take its place. If it's not, the government, it'll be corporation, like a tyrant, whatever. It's like, it'll be a vacuum where something else will take its place, and that's how vigilantism happens. So if we just say that, let's say we're going to say that we're going to legalize murder. If we know that, law enforcement just won't, or if we know that the system won't, do anything, right? Then what they're going to do is that's when mob punishment happens. So these DAs think that the best way to prevent vigilantism is to go out on the news and say we're not going to take a case, right, on these predators. Whether or not they disagree with predator catching, I mean, that shouldn't be relevant, but they're going to say that, we're not going to take these cases, and knowing that those videos are going to be out there, that guy's going to get exposed, and they're like, hey, here you go, and you're not going to send that person to jail, you're not going to send that person to prison. That's how vigilantism happens. You're like, so like, it's plastered everywhere that, hey, this 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 predator's right here, and he's not going to get prosecuted. How does that prevent vigilantism? That literally would cause vigilantism. And the main thing is, like, sometimes a main argument why they need to be, why a criminal just in general needs to be incarcerated is it's kind of like to prevent mob punishment. Like once a criminal does something horrible, then a lot of people will be angry at him. A lot of people want to hurt the criminal, and you know that's you actually make it so it's like a civilized society where we're just gonna have the criminal away from society, put them away. But what they're gonna do is leave that person in general population, a pedophile. They're like they'll know who he is and everything. It'll be on a video. No one checks a sex offender registry, but they'll watch the video and they'll know who that is. So it's the dumbest argument I've heard from the DAs, and I just like it bothers me more than it should. Yeah. The spies. Well, yeah, the view kind of went up a lot. Well, like, you know, they're spies. Yeah, that's why I don't like. That's why I want to do lives, because like, you could slip. You know, that's weird. It looks like there's a chimney by me, and I'm in this giant room. It's like a chimney right there, fireplace, piano. For real, for real though. Sup with the camera. Yeah, wait, I gotta shut it off or something. Can I? Oh, I don't know how. I think I fixed it. Yeah, it looks like oh, yep. Oh, I'm in a room. Why would I be in a closet? I'm in a room. I'm in a room. I don't know what a plated mirror is. Oh yeah, I don't know. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's actually it's a motel. So yeah, it's gold. It's real gold. Yeah, what's going on outside? Like, why has to go outside? You know? Yeah, crazy thing is like, there's a light right outside. So if I open it, a f- like so much. That's where I live. I live in a motel. Um, but it's like a bunch of flies will just come in the room if I open the door for a second because there's a light right there. There's like a light outside. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, can't. Non smoking. Very strict. Yeah, I used to like go outside. Do I smoking? No, I mean it's like it might be the same on the same kind of level, but it's like it's in a good area. It's not like like the Berkshires. It's like a small town, and everything. So you know, it's not bad. It's just kind of like an apartment, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the Berkshire is like very quiet area. It's like you know, it's like the more west you would go, it's kind of like more of a country area. There's a lot of mountains and everything. No, I mean, yeah, I mean it's very safe. Like where it has a well, I'm gonna say this, but like the police station literally is uh the next it's like they're right across the street and everything, and it's like it's a town of I think it's a very small town where pretty much they just don't get any calls. Yeah, so it's like they said don't get any calls at all. So I'm not sure what they do, but you know, it's like It's very few people even here. Um, yeah, so there's no like fighting or anything going on. It's like, you know, that can happen in a couple cities next over though. But yeah, it's pretty much just like quiet. No, I live here. I live at a motel. That's where I live. I respect my streets. Well, yeah, pretty much there's like just one giant long street like in this town. It's like it's just one route, and it would go from I think it's Route 20, and it's just that's it. You know, I just like drive Route 20 and go west east. It's like it's very close to Albany, New York. If anyone has been to Albany, New York, or yeah, it was kind of like way kind of like on the border of uh, Albany and or New York and Massachusetts. Yeah, I know about crime. Yeah, I know crime motels though. It's like you know, as a driver, sometimes like you pick people up from them and like they're you know it's like fighting and everything going on. Gotta try to avoid that. Um, this phone's been this stream's been an hour and 44 minutes. There's only one call because I just do. No, I mean it's just extended stay. You know, stay up for an apartment, whatever. Um, you know, actually a good deal. Like you know, yeah, it's like renters they want you know like first class security, like fingerprints kind of stuff. It's like hmm. I don't know if he lives. I don't know where he lives, but if he lives in a hotel, I don't know who Blondie is. I heard about her, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Uh, I heard she just keyed a car or something. Something about that. I don't know. And then it was. Oh yeah, I thought Blondie was. I didn't know. I know Blonde Java was Blondie. That's what I found out. Yeah, why did I say that? Oh no. That just sounded that just sounded very sketchy. I was like, you're almost after me. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of like sponsoring everything on our own. We're kind of just like putting up, our costs and everything. So I don't know. So we're doing like me and my associate, we were thinking of well, we might like split up an Airbnb, like costs and everything. Yeah, no, because it's flat. Like here's the thing. Well, okay, so if they're saying just the Earth's flat and Mars and everything else, they're they're spheres, but the Earth is flat. Like what? I don't. I never got that. You know, unless it's like everything's flat, and why would it be flat? You know, so no. Yeah, unless that's true. Unless that's true. Yeah, someone crazy though is I did think though the moon landing was kind of faked. I mean, because so we still can't do it. Like if it were to say, oh, we're gonna send someone to the moon again, they look at you like you're crazy. They don't do it now, but they could do it 50 years ago. It's like doesn't make sense. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, not sure what to do. Sometimes if there's no comments in the there's no calls and then the view count goes up, so I'll stay. I don't know, conflicted. Yeah, I work as a it's kind of a contractor, like rideshare driving and everything like that. So I just work on kind of different schedule, you know, but kind of at night usually. But yeah, I'm like nocturnal. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean the thing is about about like when I was saying thing about the meth, it's like, I'm not gonna say things that are just knowingly not true for no reason. Like if I have an issue, I'm gonna say what the issue is. I'm not gonna I won't have to change it, say it's like, oh, and there's also he also does this, whatever. It's like, you know, I'll be mad at what I'll say what I have a problem with. Like it's not you don't have to say like these other things, you know. So yeah, because when you do that, it's like there's no credibility. Oh, it just jumped from 6 to 8 too. I don't know. It's like a video game or something. I don't know. Yeah. Well, you can only do so much about that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would say like, I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't think that doing meth is. I mean, people can do whatever they want to do. I don't have like people, do certain kind of drugs. It's whatever. But uh, if but yeah, yeah, that kind of happens all the time though. Also, it's like if there's no evidence for it being true, then that's it. It's like like that could happen, but like what matters more is what's behind it. Yeah, it's like an awkward silence or something. I'm trying to. I don't know what to do next. Sometimes I feel like the view count will go up, so then I'll stay, and then there'll be nothing to talk about. So I just stare at the chat. Do it S. Sup. If they also call in, number is 774-285-1761. I just have to, right now. All I have to edit is the chat log part where I attached it to it. But yeah, it's pretty much almost edited for a couple days. I'm gonna try to put it out like very soon, like maybe tomorrow or day after that. Yeah, on that one, you'll actually see you know, a bad move, where actually at the end I was giving the predator information, but we were talking in his car, which, as other predator catchers in the past have done that, has a bad outcome. So uh yeah, that's kind of a, you know, bad move. But that'll be yeah, it was basically an hour and a half the catch, and it's mostly audio, and then at the end, you actually will see the guy. But yeah, I don't know how that'll be, but yeah. Yeah, no one's awake now. I mean, it's like, oh man, got a spy. So we're yeah, so planning on doing future catches like in New York City a little bit. But a couple things in Berkshire County. Um, so we're gonna do a couple catches in the future. Try to get like two or three, maybe next week. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out when to go to New York City because I was gonna work with another predator catcher around there. But my only concern about that in New York City is if you catch the guy, you know, do they do anything? I mean, it sounds like they would be the pinnacle of a a DA that just wouldn't take the case no matter what, even if you have endless evidence. So I don't know if that's the case, then I won't even blur it out. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna fight with the New York uh, law enforcement system, whatever. But I don't know how they are. Oh, yeah, it's a rehabilitated spy, former spy. Yeah, still, how's the view? I don't know. I don't know. Does it say 9? Up to 10? What's up? Yeah. Any final questions or something? Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Um have a good nights and yeah, just gonna hit this button.